Scorpio, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up. If this is means that you're here, that means you are interested in this Mars reading for you, understanding what is going on. So make sure you check your sun, moon, your rising, and your Finnet sign. They will all be available in the channel as well for you, okay? So you have a more holistic understanding of the energy happening around you. And do use your intuition to take these messages as this is a general reading, okay? And thank you so much for liking, for hitting that subscription bell. And let's get started. Let's get started for Scorpio for this March. Okay, we have two cards. They came out. I will take them. I will gladly take them. So we have donation, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manifold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So, we are definitely talking about, anything that doesn't serve you anymore to give it, right? Donate, and we're talking about generating energy, regenerating energy, okay? Because something that you don't use anymore, it could be so useful for another person, right? So you're not wasting that, and someone else is could definitely take advantage. We're also talking about this charitable work. A lot of people say that when you want to be close to God, you do volunteering, you help the needed ones, right? Doesn't mean that you don't need anything, but maybe you have more, whether this is material, financial possibilities, and you can help those that could be need something that you don't use anymore and it's still in your possession. Okay, especially coming now, everyone talks about spring clean, right? So spring is coming, at least where I reside at the moment. I don't like to say forever because there's no forevers in this, um, right here, right in this physical form. So for now, where I reside, there is spring coming up. So doing spring clean, right? Getting rid of things that don't serve you. Because maybe you could even be moving somewhere else. You could be going somewhere else. And imagine how much you can help when you don't need something that you don't need anymore. Okay. I'm actually seeing people that in their closets, there's a lot of things you haven't used in a very long time. So why not just give it to someone, especially if it's in great conditions? Because the things that I'm seeing here is in great conditions. Okay. And also, we have clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So, we're also talking about taking care of yourself. And when we're talking about getting rid of stuff, what if you need to get rid of the things that are not good for your body as well? And you are looking to adapt to a more balanced, a more organic, a more friendly, clean diet. Now, I don't really like to talk about diet because normally people will think, oh, they need to lose weight. No, diet is just about how you use the food, right? What you eat, what you don't eat, what's your regime, if you want to talk it in that way, right? I like to eat clean, for example. I I'm not gonna say I never eat um, sweets and things like that, but because I know in my body, and it's been for years and years, my body prefers clean food and more organic because I can feel, right? I can feel when something is it's extremely processed. My body rejects it straight away. So I could be talking to people that are like that as well. Who knows? But let's see what else comes up here for you, Scorpio. For the angels of Atlantis. Again, two, no, three cards is too much. One or two, please. One card. Thank you. Metatron Wisdom. I love this card. So we're talking about wisdom. We're talking about you having wisdom from, we could be talking about ancestrals, okay, that have a lot of of wisdom, and they use that wisdom because you do have the image here of Egypt. So there's the sense of your inner compass has such great knowledge. So it's time to tap into that knowledge. And the knowledge comes maybe from clean food, maybe something about the earth, maybe something about grounding. There's something about sacred geometry here as well. Maybe you are connected with Egypt, and that's why this figure came up here as well, right? The stars, the universe. There's something very, very strong about the universe, the energy, the cosmic, all of that is coming up very, very strong. Okay, but let's see with the tarot what else wants to come up for you, Scorpio. It's interesting because most of the readings they have been focused very much on the self, and to you I feel completely opposite. I feel that as you help others you connect more with yourself, if that makes sense to you. Let's see what comes up here. Yeah, Six of Wands, we could also be talking about as you help others and you serve your community, this recognition, this validation is what makes you want to thrive more, want to give more, not for the fame, but because you know you can do it. Queen of Wands, right? The Witch of the Tarot, because you know you can do it. You know you have the power, the energy, the intention, the sacred knowledge. All of that is here coming up very, very strong. Eight of Cups, and you are working on leaving something behind. There's something here in March about leaving something behind, leaving, that's sometimes you have that sense that in your family people always rejected working with magic, always rejected tarot readings, always rejected psychic abilities, always rejecting helping people, always thought that, oh, charitable work, it's not worth it because they're going to take everything from you. You could have all of these limiting beliefs in a family, and you are the difference, right? So I see you leaving behind those kind of thoughts from other people and you following your own truth. We also have this eclipse here in this card, and we have an eclipse now on the 3rd of March that can most likely impact you very, very strong in becoming your own boss, taking ownership, taking responsibility and authority for your actions, for what you want to create. I see it as you serve others. It empowers you, and it could come just by a simple donation, by a simple charitable work, volunteering with something that you understand your true gift, right? You understand this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do for my career, because serving my community is exactly what drives me, right? What makes me thrive in this lifetime. Let's clarify these cards and see what else wants to come up for Scorpio for the month of March. Now, remember that we are going through this Mercury retrograde, so we could be talking about, reviewing situations and also ending situations, okay? Because this also the full moon in Virgo is affected by a lunar eclipse, and lunar eclipses are very strong in terms of breaking something, breaking free from something, right? Now, for the Six of Wands, we have the Five of Cups, and we're talking about changing the mindset, right? Start to turning around and look at the cups that are still standing and not at this one. Remember, we're just talking about people think that, these organizations, institutions, they just take advantage of you, but you don't see it that way. You see more like my energy is valuable, and I'm sure that even I'm going to be able to help, even if it's one person, right? It already going to make the difference in one family. It's going to make a child happy. That means the world, doesn't it? Now let's see, Queen of Wands. For the Queen of Wands, we have the Seven of Swords, and I see that you understand the energy. You understand when someone is taking advantage of you or not. Because what I see here, I see a lot of people working on, I mean, you could be doing donations to places where things are quite challenging right now. It could be in your community. Some people are in a very hard situation. right? And it's not that you are taking from one to the other. This is not Robin Hood era, right? Um, but I see that you're able to bring peace. You're able to work on peace. We could be talking about light workers, right? We could be talking about people that work with spirit, and a single prayer, something can help. Maybe you heal with touch, and you could offer and donate your services to some sort of institution for one day or one morning or something, a workshop, whatever it is, so you can bring a little bit of more hope and light to the life of those people, right? For the Eight of Cups, we have the King of Wands. It's you taking action. You have that fire. You're charismatic. You know how to speak. You know, I could be talking to people. They are great speakers, right? So when and this could be channeling, right? It doesn't have to be just you. This could be channeling. This could be you bringing the message of God, the message of the universe to the people. That a message of hope, a message of love, a message that you know. How to look at things from a different perspective, how to connect more with the self rather than just look at everything around and be affected so much. Like you're still affected, but you need to take care of yourself to be able to help others, to assist, to be in all of that type of environment, right? Now for the emperor, we have the Two of Cups. I mean, if you're single, you could ended up meeting someone very beautiful in that in those environments, right? You could ended up meeting someone, or this could be you connecting deeper with who you are, with your higher self, right? With the highest version of you that has been calling you to go into this type of work for a very long time. And finally, for the King of Cups, we do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Wands. So to me, this is telling me that you haven't given up of changing something, of ending a cycle and starting a new one. And it's happening because the Wheel of Fortune is here. It is happening, and it's so rewarding. There's someone here that this is going to be so rewarding because the peace, it's priceless, right? The emotional stability is priceless, and you could be needed in a lot of situations where people feel scared, tired, exhausted, burned out. And you come to make a shift, to make a change, right? When people think that there's no way out, you show up and hope comes back. Oh my God, I feel so emotional in this reading. So I'm going to leave it like that. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. If you would like to dive into your personal reading, check the description box below, okay, for my details and my products as well. And until next time, have a beautiful one. Take care.